Am I audible? Archit, am I audible? Oh, now I am. Oh, thank God. Thank God, thank God. All right. So here we are, Unacademy CAT-21 toppers and I am converts. हमारी अपनी सृष्टि भी है यहाँ पे, सृष्टि लुहारी वाला, जिसने बहुत अच्छा परसेंटाइल निकाला 99.47 और आई एम शिलोंग क्रैक किया है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स देर आर सो मेनी अदर स्टूडेंट्स ऑल्सो. हमारे और भी बच्चे हैं, रोशन है, सिंथिया है, अरुणेशा है, अनिरुद्ध है, बट ऑफ कोर्स उनके नाम यहाँ पे नहीं है, बट देर आर सो मेनी अदर पीपल ऑल्सो हु हैव क्रैक टॉप बी स्कूल्स. रोशन ने तो आई एम कैलकाटा टॉप क्रैक किया है, सिंथिया ने बैंगलोर है, और भी बहुत सारे हैं. सो दैट्स राइट टाइम. एक्सक्लूसिव कैट स्टडी मटेरियल है. नाउ वी गॉट यू कवर्ड एंड टू एंड. हरी अप एंड गेट योर सब्सक्रिप्शन. प्राइसेस इंक्रीज हो गए हैं गाइज. टॉप एजुकेटर्स फॉर कैट है, ई नोट्स फॉर प्लस एंड आइकॉनिक है, फिजिकल नोट्स फॉर आइकॉनिक है, 25,000 प्लस हाई क्वालिटी क्वेश्चंस है, एक्सक्लूसिव कवरेज है और 50 प्लस फुल लेंथ टेस्ट हैं हमारे पास. तो ये सभी चीज़ें यूज़ कर सकते हैं गाइज. लैंड योर ड्रीम. आई एम विद अनअकैडमी कैट. बहुत सारे ऑफर्स चल रहे हैं, पूरे ऑफर्स का फ़ायदा उठाओ. याद रहे, जो भी ऑफर यूज़ करो, अभी कैट लाइव हर बार चल जाएगा. It will get you a 10% off whether it is plus, whether it is iconic. जहाँ पे भी जाओगे अभी कैट पाओगे ही पाओगे. All right, what do you get in our study material? 15 मॉड्यूल मिलेंगे आपको 1 जून को, 48 मॉड्यूल्स मिलेंगे आपको 30 जून को. ये डिजिटल वर्जन है. फिजिकल नोट्स 15 जुलाई और 1 अगस्त से मिलना शुरू होंगे. एक्सक्लूसिव बैच है CAT-23 के लिए. इवनिंग बैच है हमारी प्यारी शबाना मैम के साथ, जिसमें आपको मिलेगा रेज अ हैंड फीचर विद लाइव वॉइस सोल्यूशन, 38 प्लस कैट एनोमिट्स, 36 प्लस सेक्शनल टेस्ट, 40 प्लस जीके स्किल बिल्डर एंड बैच टेस्ट. एंड कैट क्लासेस मार्च 23 तक खत्म हो जाएंगी. तो जिसको भी 23 के लिए प्रेप करना, दिस कैन बी अ गुड बैच. आइकॉनिक इज आवर फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम फॉर कैट एस्पिरेंट्स. बहुत सारे फीचर्स हैं इसमें. नोट्स मिलेगा, टेस्ट एनालिसिस है, GDPI वॉट है, एक्सपर्ट गाइडलाइंस है, लाइव मेंटरशिप है, कम्युनिटी है, लाइव डाउट्स है और प्लस के सारे बेनिफिट्स हैं. Friends, you already know that Plus has a lot of benefits. It is the only course in the country where you can switch batches, teachers, educators at any time. आप मॉर्निंग में नहीं पढ़ना चाहते, इवनिंग में पढ़ना चाहते हैं, आप रात में पढ़ना चाहते हैं, आप दिन में पढ़ना चाहते हैं, आप XYZ एजुकेटर से पढ़ना चाहते हैं, आप सिर्फ अभिलाषा मैम से पढ़ना चाहते हैं, आप सिर्फ किसी और से पढ़ना चाहते हैं, इट्स ऑल अवेलेबल फॉर यू. तो इससे बढ़िया कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता है. Champions League guys is on. Please take advantage of this 100% scholarship and amazing prizes. 4 days की वर्कशॉप होगी 11th मई से 2022. टेस्ट होगा 15 मई को 12:30 बजे, 120 मिनट्स, 66 क्वेश्चंस का. रैंक 1 पे मैकबुक एयर है, रैंक 2 पे आईफोन XR है, रैंक 3 to 5 पे एप्पल एयरपॉड्स हैं. इफ़ यू विश टू सब्सक्राइब और एनरोल, प्लीज़ यूज़ दिस QR कोड राइट अवे. एंड ऑफ कोर्स हमारा कोड तो रहेगा ही रहेगा. अभी कैट जिंदा है, अभी कैट लाइव रहेगा ही रहेगा. ऑलराइट, होटल मैनेजमेंट क्रैक करना है, 2500 में 2 मंथ सब्सक्रिप्शन है, और CET करना है तो 2700 में 4 मंथ सब्सक्रिप्शन है. ऑलराइट, चलो अब शुरू हो जाते हैं आज के आर्टिकल पे. उफ, ऐसे चलता रहता है ना. ओके. So patrol of course means guard. So there is someone who's patrolling an area, he is walking on foot in a particular area and guarding it. So guarding on foot is called patrolling. Eager of course is excited, someone is very eager to do something, they are very excited. Provocative is deliberately annoying or angering. तो जो भी आपको deliberately forcefully annoy कर रहा है या anger कर रहा है वो. Stereotype of course is pattern, there is a particular stereotype that you follow. Articulated of course means to speak clearly, साफ साफ बोलना. Reigns of course are controls and realm is area or area under your control. ठीक है. So the lord of 3 realms, ऐसे बोलते हैं. So quickly एक बार रिवाइज कर लेते हैं. Patrol यानी guard, eager is excited, provocative is to deliberately annoy or anger. Stereotype is a particular type of pattern, articulated is to speak clearly, reigns are controls and realm is area under your control. So these are the words for today. The second set of words, integral of course is important or crucial. So vocabulary is integral to your CAT preparation. बिना उसके हो ही नहीं सकती है CAT preparation. So integral. Stoke up means light up. Stoke मतलब जलाना, आग जलाना, light up करना. Cuisine is a type of food. एक particular तरीके का food है. Embrace of course means to accept. We have embraced humanity as our religion. Nurture of course is to care, take care, किसी का ख्याल रखना. And exert of course means to make an effort. So I am going to exert myself on your behalf and put out a lot of practice exercises. आज मैंने 3 practice exercises डाली हैं. कल की क्लास की, परसों की क्लास की और आज की क्लास की भी. आज की क्लास वाला मत करना, but do the previous 2, yesterday and day before yesterday. Do make that effort to do those exercises. That's going to be good for you. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. Here we are. Breakfast with the Panthers. And no, it does not really mean that you are going to sit down with the Panthers and have your breakfast. Panthers was a group, was a society, was a party in the United States in early 70s, and they used to have hot breakfast for school going children every morning in so many places. So this is an article about that, came in from the Aeon essays. I really liked it because shows humanity exists and humanity is important. That we have to give a hand to those who are less blessed than us, and if you are not doing that, that's not good. So this was an article from there, very beautiful Aeon essays. Of course, you know my favorite place to do anything. Let's read this up. So the Black Panther Party had first made news headlines in 1966 and early 1967. With their neighborhood patrols to counteract unjust arrests and police brutality in Oakland. So this party started in Oakland. What were they doing? They would do patrolling in areas so that they would stop unfair arrests, okay, and probably stop police brutality in Oakland. In those early days when the most visible Panthers were armed men, so these were armed men, news media was eager to share these provocative images alongside reporting that reinforced stereotypes of black men as aggressive and dangerous. So then they used to, publish these reports and say these black men are dangerous, they're, this is a stereotype, ye kaale log gunde hote, that kind of a stereotype they were trying to portray. Okay, guys, this is not my opinion, please understand, I am only reading and explaining, not my opinion. I have nothing to do with this article. But from the beginning, Newton and Seal had articulated the party's diverse goals in their 10-point. So Newton and Seal were the owners or the people who founded this party. They had articulated that the party had very diverse goals and they had a 10-point program. So those goals were mentioned there, including an emphasis on education, employment and land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice and peace. There was lots that they were going to take care of. After a couple years of growth in party membership, when the party membership grew, the Panthers had begun to build programs to address social problems. So they began building programs to address social problems. How do you take care of, the society, the community? Then over the next several years, it was women who took the reins of the programs that became the focus of the Black Panther Party as it grew and evolved. So as the party evolved, as it grew, it was the women who took care of these programs, these social development programs. So much of the Panthers' focus was on food justice. So they were focusing majorly on food justice programs, in part because this was a way to immediately make a difference. Yes, you feed a person, you've made him immediately, happy and sorted. People had to eat every day, and so food justice was something that you could work at. But they also quickly found that food was integral to creating community, stoking agency and sharing culture. तो उन्हें ये भी पता चला कि फूड जो है बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है कम्युनिटी के लिए, सोसाइटी के लिए. अगर आप लोगों से काम कराना चाहते हैं, कल्चर शेयर करना चाहते हैं, food can be like, the lifeblood of all of this. After Panthers held a food drive or helped take packages to elders up many flights of stairs. तो जब ये लोग food drive करते थे या लोगों के लिए, बूढ़े लोगों के लिए सामान लेके ऊपर नीचे करते थे, down would come a pot of rice and beans to share at the Panther office as a thank you. तो लोग जो है एक pot of rice and beans दे देते थे as thank you. तो food was being, passed around as a gift. The Panther Clio Silvers would bring young teens in the neighborhood to eat at inexpensive Indian, Chinese, and Italian restaurants around New York City. तो Cleo Silvers जो थे वो भी पैंथर थे, and he used to take these children to cheap Indian restaurants, to cheap Italian restaurants, to cheap Chinese restaurants, wanting these people, young people, to feel welcome in these spaces and experience diverse cuisines. तो वो चाहते थे कि that they would feel welcome in different environments and that they would enjoy different types of food also. Sharing a meal was the best way to understand what people were thinking. So if you sat down with somebody and ate, that was the best way of knowing what people were thinking. Silvers said, it's the best way to really understand what's important to them. So it's really the right way, the best way to understand what is important to someone. At the peak of their breakfast program, the Panthers were feeding more kids around the country daily than the state of California did. So when this program was at its height, these people were feeding more people than the entire state of California. The communities embraced them for this. So the communities really liked them, they accepted them wholeheartedly. And their other survival programs, so those were also accepted and embraced, which included helping secure safe housing, instituting door-to-door healthcare, developing innovative addiction treatment, free grocery distribution, clothes and shoes giveaways, as well as lending support to other local activist groups. So they were doing a lot of things and they were lending support to other groups also. This important work of the Panthers remains under-recognized. So this work has not been really recognized. They are known more as that patrolling, aggressive, stereotype black men group, but not as these people who were giving so much to the society. The historian Francois N. Hamlin of Brown University has used the term activist mothering to help understand both the work that the women Panthers were doing and as a reason why their leadership and accomplishments have escaped due recognition. So ये जो बहुत एक्टिविस्ट मदरिंग है कि आप फोर्स करके लोगों को ख्याल रख रहे हैं, उनको नर्चर कर रहे हैं, ये बहुत हो रहा था, ये इग्नोर भी हो रहा था और यही एक रीज़न है कि इनके लीडरशिप, इनके अकम्पलिशमेंट्स को कंसिडर नहीं किया गया है. Why? Because the women were taking care of this, right? I just want to go back for a moment. See, the activist has, the historian has used the term activist mothering to help understand both the work that the women Panthers did and the reason why these leadership and accomplishment have not been accepted, have not been given due recognition. तो activist mothering की वजह से हो रहा था क्योंकि आप एकदम forcefully mother कर रहे थे. Hamlin explains that they would develop strategies particular to their communities by continuing or expanding work such as the nurturing of youth, from which she could maximize the return on her gendered social position. So the women leaders would take care of their society, वहाँ पे जो लोग रहते थे, जो बच्चे थे, उनको खिलाओ पिलाओ, उनका ख्याल रखो, youth का ख्याल रखो. That was what was happening. Feminized work is often expected of women. So you understand the problem is if a man had been doing it, they would have advertised it like hell. But because it were women who were doing it, oh, just a woman's work. बच्चों का ख्याल रख रही हैं पड़ोस वाली आंटी, ओ बेचारी बड़ी मदरली हैं. नहीं, she is doing something. So that was why it was unrecognized. So feminized work is often expected of women and is among the limited acceptable roles that they can inhabit. So there is a very limited set of roles that a woman can take, and this is something that is part and parcel of a woman's life. So therefore not much appreciation. The Panther women took on leadership roles in realms where they exert authority and expertise. So the women took ownership in areas where they were good. So mothering, taking care of food, children, they took care of that and continued to expand the scope and influence of their work and voice within their community and beyond. So they were being heard, okay. But women doing women's work was often taken for granted. So when a woman does a woman's work, mothering, it's not really given that much value. So it is taken for granted and its legacies went uncelebrated, and that's the reason why whatever work these women did, the female Panthers, it was not really recognized as giving back to society. अगर आदमियों ने किया होता शायद तो बहुत ज़्यादा recognize होता, but because it were women who were doing it, not so much recognition. Sadly, that's the story of our lives. Man takes care of the diaper. Oh ho ho ho, wonderful, emancipated. Woman takes care of diaper. Her job, man. Except for giving birth, nothing else is a woman's job. Now this of course is my opinion, you know it. Alright, here we are. What is the purpose of the passage? Let's take a look. Whoa, I've got 42 people in class and only 21 likes. काहे भाई काहे? ये आधे लोग कब लाइक करेंगे? अभी लाइक करेंगे. Please hit the like button everyone. In the meantime, let me say good morning to all my children. Good morning Archit, Meghjeet, Shubham, Anjali, Vidhi, Yogesh, Syed, Shubham, Akanksha, Amandeep, Jackie, Shreya, Arya, Kirti, Sudha, Piyush, Sharanya, Aditi, Vikas, Preeti, Swayashi, Dishani, Pabitra, Swati, Ajay, Avinash, Meghjeet. Oh, you're just reading this one. Wonderful. Nargis, Subhashish, Neeraj, Anushka. Oh, you all read this article. I'm so happy. हाँ तो मम्मी का काम है ना नीरज खाना बनाना, पापा क्यों नहीं बनाते? Just a question. Alright, so what is the purpose of the passage? To deny the existence. Remember हम purpose की बात कर रहे थे आरसी के बैच में और मैंने कहा था ये पहला set of words जो होता है ये बड़ा important है. What are we doing? Are we denying the existence of government plan for helping communities? We did not talk of what the government was doing. So what denial? हटाओ. To compare the work of Panthers with the California state, but yes, that was mentioned, but that was only one of many things that were mentioned. So can that be the purpose of the passage? Not really. The comparison didn't happen, just one line. To denigrate the role of Panthers in community building. Were we denigrating? We were saying they did a bad thing? No. So denigrate says directly that this cannot be our answer. To applaud all those Panthers trying to build the community or help the community. Yes, the author is talking about all the ways that the Panthers did good and how they were unrecognized also. So yeah, so applaud all those Panthers trying to help the community. I hope you got this answer right. Oh yes. Tanushri, रोज क्लास में आया करो. Amit K, no, every day I don't do Hindu anyways. It has always been alternate days. Okay, at least for the last 6-8 months, alternate days we do Aeon and Hindu. So today is Aeon, tomorrow will be Hindu. Alright, our second question, each of these must be false except. Remember, false plus except should be true. Okay, remember true plus except should be false. But if it's not a true answer that's given, what do you do then? Whoa, that can also be a problem. In 2020, in one of the questions that the false answer came, that was the trick that they used. So they did not give you a true answer at all. So then what? विकास राजपूत तुम्हें करना है, हमें भी करवाना है, चिंता मत करो. इसीलिए रोज सुबह सुबह हम चालू हो जाते हैं. रोज रात में बैठ के ये बनाते हैं 5-6 क्वेश्चंस. अपने आप से थोड़े आ रहे हैं क्वेश्चंस. अखबार में या एऑन में क्वेश्चंस तो दिए नहीं होते, वो तो हम ही बनाते हैं. तो रोज इतना संघर्ष करते हैं तुम्हारे लिए. 1 घंटा रात में बैठ करके और आधा घंटा सुबह बैठ करके, 1.5 घंटा एवरी डे आउट ऑफ माई प्रेशियस 24 आवर्स आई एम जस्ट डिवोटिंग टू योर प्रेपरेशन, है ना. तो अगर हम इतनी मेहनत कर सकते तुम भी कर लो यार. आओ क्लास में, लाइक ठोको, शेयर करो, ठोको ठोको लाइक ठोको. Alright, let's take a look. So Panther women did not take leadership roles is false. California and Panther were competitors was not mentioned anywhere. So I'll put a star on this. Panthers never helped any elders. Oh, this is absolutely false, right? So the false answers cannot be our answer. Sharing meals was not appreciated by Panthers. Hey, no, they really appreciated. So false. So what now? Can an option that is not true, because ideally I have been telling you false plus except is true. So can B be the answer? Yes, it can. CAT 2020 एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा ही था, इसीलिए आज ये क्वेश्चन बनाया है मैंने कि भाई अगर कह रहा है false plus except, तो ध्यान रहे false plus except can be true, but it can also be something that is out of scope of the passage. That means it's not really mentioned in the passage, it cannot be inferred from the passage. So that can also be your answer, guys. So therefore B is the correct answer. I saw so many of you did get B as the answer, but I did want to point out to this fact. Okay. So I hope you got this question. It was a beautiful question. बड़ा दिमाग लगा के मैंने क्वेश्चन बनाया कि यार ट्रू फॉल्स प्लस एक्सेप्ट रोज तुम्हें सिखाती हूँ, ट्रू होता है. तो अब कैसे तुम्हें दिखाएं कि यार कैट में कुछ और भी आया है. सो दैट ऑलराइट. अगला क्वेश्चन स्ट्रक्चर क्वेश्चन. ये तो हम लोग अब एक्सपर्ट हो चुके हैं, बहुत फास्ट कर लेता है हर कोई. स्ट्रक्चर क्वेश्चन में आपको क्या करना है, यू गॉट टू स्टेटमेंट, स्टेटमेंट ए स्टेटमेंट बी. चेक करो आपस में कॉज इफेक्ट है या नहीं है, या अगर आपस में नहीं है तो क्या दोनों का एक कॉमन कॉज है, और नहीं तो भाई फिर अनरिलेटेड हैं तो बता दो. सो स्टेटमेंट ए, द पैंथर्स वर लेंडिंग सपोर्ट टू अदर लोकल, सॉरी इट्स नॉट दिस, इट्स the Panthers were lending support to other local activist groups. Their leadership and accomplishments have escaped due recognition. आकांक्षा, एक दिन में दोनों सेशंस थोड़े आते हैं, एक दिन हिंदू आता है, एक दिन एऑन आता है. इतना मेहनत नहीं कर सकती हूँ, क्लास भी लेनी होती है. Thank you, Swati. I love you so much for spreading the word around. And Tanushri, come consistently for class. You will learn a lot. हम बहुत कुछ कराते हैं. तुम्हारी आरसी भी अच्छी हो जाएगी और तुम्हारी वोकैब भी बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाएगी. Alright, if I ask why A, will I get B as my answer? Unfortunately, no. If I ask why B, will I get A as my answer? Unfortunately, no. So therefore, A and B are not possible. Are they both effects of a common cause? Can I say that there is one cause which is giving you both of these? Can I say Y A and B and get to Z as my answer? No, I cannot. I am not able to draw them to a common cause, therefore it cannot be C also. So therefore best answer Delhi, that both these statements are unrelated. Yes, they are both unrelated, absolutely. The leadership and accomplishments have escaped due recognition due to activist mothering. You remember we spoke about that in the last paragraph. Activist mothering की वजह से इनको recognition नहीं मिला. Panthers were lending support to other local activist group. अब इसका तो if cause क्या है, probably that was in their scheme of things. So we don't know, इनका कोई common cause तो है नहीं. प्यारा question था, बड़ा अच्छे से दिमाग लगा रहे हैं हम. Alright, here you are. What is the tone of this statement? After Panthers held a food drive or helped take packages to elders up many flights of stairs, down would come a pot of rice and beans to share at the Panther office as a thank you. Is it laudatory, sad, devious or factual? तनुश्री, वीडियो को शुरुआत से देखना. तो हम एक आर्टिकल पढ़ते हैं, उस आर्टिकल से रिलेटेड वर्ड्स और उनके मीनिंग्स तुम्हें बताते हैं, आर्टिकल एक्सप्लेन करते हैं और उस आर्टिकल पे बेस 4-5 क्वेश्चंस करते हैं साथ में. ठीक है, तो तुम रीडिंग करोगे, हम एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे, तुम्हें समझ आ जाएगा. वर्ड्स और मीनिंग्स डिस्कस कर लेंगे. ठीक है, इन वर्ड्स और मीनिंग्स को तुम अपने नोटबुक में लिखो एंड देन आगे प्रैक्टिस करो. ऑलराइट, सो laudatory, why are so many of you saying laudatory? How is there praise here? कहाँ है प्रेज? यहाँ पे कहीं कोई प्रेज नहीं है कि पैंथर्स बड़े अच्छे थे। उसने कहा वो लोग लोगों की मदद करते थे, नीचे आकर के उनको वापस बदले में बीन्स एंड राइस का एक कटोरा मिलता था कि ले जाओ खा लेना। हाउ इज देयर प्रेज हियर? नो प्रेज, नॉट सैड, नॉट devious, this is just factual, simple data. They would do this, in exchange they would get that, factual. So all of you have got it wrong, I think. All right, fill in the blank, ये वाला blank भर दो. The Black Panther Party had first made news headlines in 1966 and 1967 with their neighborhood patrols to counteract unjust arrests and dash police brutality in Oakland. What kind of police brutality? Tanushree, that's so sweet, adorable. No, what you do is connect with me on Telegram. Find AbhiCat on Telegram. Okay? AbhiCat search करोगे तो एक Telegram channel मिलेगा जिसका नाम है VRC 99.99 अभिलाषा. फिर वहाँ पे जाके तुम मुझे खोजो, मैं उस चैनल की ओनर एडमिन हूँ. ठीक है, मेरे से कनेक्ट करो, मैं तुम्हें बताऊंगी कि तुम क्या क्या कर सकते हो. वेरी गुड प्रीति, एक्सीलेंट. आज 51 लोग हैं, 41 लाइक्स हैं. लाइक्स बढ़ा दो भाई. ऑलराइट, ब्लैक पैंथर पार्टी जो है उसने न्यूज़ हेडलाइंस ली बिकॉज दे वर डूइंग नेबरहुड पेट्रोल्स टू काउंटरैक्ट अनजस्ट अरेस्ट. कैसी अरेस्ट थी? अनजस्ट थी. तो कैसी पुलिस ब्रुटैलिटी होगी? बुरी होगी. प्रूरियंट नहीं हो सकता है. प्रूरियंट का मतलब होता है सेक्सुअली एक्टिव और इंटरेस्टेड, सो नो. वेग्रेंट मतलब वॉन्डरर, नो. एग्रीजियस मतलब ईविल, बट वी डोंट नो इफ इट्स ईविल. पुलिस ब्रुटैलिटी ईविल ही होनी चाहिए, बट एग्रीजियस क्यों? रैम्पेंट, इसीलिए वो पेट्रोलिंग कर रहा है कि हर नेबरहुड में पुलिस ब्रुटैलिटी हो रही है. सो आई वांट द वर्ड रैम्पेंट हियर, समथिंग दैट वाज सो अकरिंग एवरीवेयर. दैट्स व्हाई दे वर डूइंग पेट्रोल्स. हर मोहल्ले में घूम रहे हैं ताकि पुलिस जो है मार ना सके यंग बच्चों को या बड़े लोगों को भी. सो रैम्पेंट, समथिंग दैट वाज स्प्रेड एवरीवेयर. ऑल राइट गाइज, लेट्स गेट योर स्कोर्स इन. फटाफट अपने स्कोर्स बता दो. एग्रीजियस मतलब ईविल है. हम ईविल नहीं कह रहे, हम कह रहे हैं इट इज एवरीवेयर. इट वॉज स्प्रेड एवरीवेयर. इट वॉज ऑमनी प्रेजेंट. दैट वॉज वाई वी वर डूइंग पेट्रोलिंग. यू अंडरस्टैंड? अगर वन ऑफ रैंडम केसेस होते तो पेट्रोलिंग से रुकते नहीं, बट यहाँ इतने सारे हो रहे थे इसलिए पेट्रोलिंग करनी पड़ रही थी. हर मोहल्ले में आपको घूमना पड़ रहा था, नॉट इनकी एक आध स्पेसिफिक मोहल्लों में, हर जगह करना पड़ रहा था क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा होगा. सो इट वॉज रैम्पेंट. All right, scoring. Yes, rampant is spread everywhere. Okay. Yes, Aditi, ask what you want to ask. All right, scores. Meghjeet has got 4, Anjali has got 3, Avinash has got 5, Archit 3, Swati 5, Amandeep 4, Sudha 3, Piyush 5, Pavitra 3. कोई बात नहीं है पवित्रा. Avinash 3, Anushka 5, Arya 5, Preeti 6. Very good, Preeti. Tupu 5, Yogesh 5. अगर सिर्फ वोकैब बढ़ाना है तो वर्ड पावर मेड इजी एक बुक आती है, उसको सॉल्व कर लो. फास्टेस्ट है. ऑलराइट, वी विल हैव आवर PYQs टुडे एट नून ऑल्सो, सो बिल्कुल आ जाना. अभी कैट लाइव यूज़ कीजिए, बेल आइकन दबाइए ताकि आपको नोटिफिकेशंस आ सकें. रेफरल कोड अभी कैट लाइव यूज़ करके 10% लीजिए ऑन ऑल अनअकैडमी कोर्सेज. अनअकैडमी का कोई भी प्रोडक्ट हो, चाहे IIT हो, चाहे नीट हो, चाहे बैंक PO हो, SSC हो, स्पोकन इंग्लिश हो, जो कुछ भी है गाइज, कैट हो, क्लैट हो, रेफरल कोड चल जाता है. कौन सा वाला? यही वाला. सैयद 5, योगेश 5, शरण्या 5, आकांक्षा 3. टेलीग्राम पे कोई एक्सरसाइज नहीं कराते बेटा, सारी एक्सरसाइजेज अनअकैडमी ऐप पे होती हैं मेरे बच्चे. लिपिका 5. वंडरफुल यू गाइज, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन. इट वॉज अ लवली थिंग today. Everyone please hit the like button so that we are very happy. Okay, adios मेरे amigos. Class schedule as usual है, यानी कि 12 बजे PYQs हैं, 4 बजे रीडिंग कॉम्प्रीहेंशन है जहाँ हम इन्फ्रेंशियल आरसीज कर रहे हैं, याद रहे, और उसके बाद 8:30 बजे आज हम कर रहे हैं पैरा जम्बल्स की ट्रिक्स. कल हम लोगों ने टोन्स ऑफ आरसी किया था हमारे एडवांस वीआरसी में, आज करेंगे पैरा जम्बल्स की ट्रिक्स एक बार फिर से रिविजन. सो आ जाना. ऑलराइट, थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी, हैव अ नाइस डे मेरे बच्चों. आदियोस मेरे अमीगोस, हस्ता ला विस्ता.